Dare you to go there and see what's going on and come back here and be okay with your life.
Right now, an Eyewitness News exclusive, a former U.S. Army sergeant went to fight for Ukraine back in March. At 5 o'clock, Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matthew Campbell explained what compelled the 48-year-old to do that. Now he is joining us with a look ahead. And Matthew, he is going back to Ukraine for good?
Yeah, Mark, he says what he witnessed really broke his heart. And we showed you his eyewitness perspective at 5 o'clock. And then you just heard him dare us to go to Ukraine and not come back a changed person.
In March, former U.S. Army Sergeant James Vasquez went to fight Russians and train Ukrainians.
Just give me an idea of what the rounds look like. Look at the rounds. Slava Ukraini. Slava Ukraini.
The Norwalk native went on deadly missions nearly every day and documented them on social media.
Get shelled pretty good here.
Vasquez was only planning on staying in Ukraine for a couple of months, but he was there for nearly 3. He says the Ukrainians are making big strides.
Yeah, it was all heart, but no skill. But now their skill is kind of catching up to their heart, so that's why they're, they're giving these guys a run for the money over there now.
The 48-year-old is proud of what he taught those soldiers, and he returned to Connecticut on May 19th. But the toll of war may have put a strain on his family, including his wife and grown sons, because 3 days later, Vasquez announced on Twitter that he and his wife are separating.
I am literally selling everything that I have.
Vasquez says that decision to return to Ukraine full-time was made even before he got back to Connecticut.
All this stuff is replaceable, but lives can't be replaced. Innocent civilians can't be replaced. Women and children who are fleeing for their lives, they can't be replaced.
So, in a matter of weeks, this former Army sergeant will once again devote his life to fighting for democracy.
I dare you to go there and see what's going on and come back here and be okay with your life.
There was no fear when he first went in March. There was no fear when he documented dodging bullets from trenches. And there's no fear now either, even though Vasquez says at least 10 soldiers he fought alongside have died since he got back home.
Nobody wants to be in war all the time, and nobody wants to be shot at all day and every day. Yeah, if it was up to me, I'd be in my boat every day. But, right now there's work to be done still.
That work will now continue full-time, and the conditions are still brutal.
I'm not going to have a place to go home. I'll probably be sleeping on a door just like I was over there last time.
Vasquez returns with the same humanitarian goals of fighting Russians and training Ukrainians. Americans getting involved in actual combat are not doing it with the blessings of the U.S. Army, so Vasquez is also trying to bring comfort to soldiers. Vasquez partnered with Ripley's Heroes. The organization provides non-lethal resources to soldiers who chose to volunteer on the front lines, Ukrainian or not.
We rented a couple of apartments for, soldiers who are battle-torn to come back and, have somewhere place to go and decompress for a minute.
While the war rages on, Vasquez is getting ready to independently deploy in August. He knows the dangers, but he also knows why he's ready to make the ultimate sacrifice for a foreign nation. It's for the idea of democracy that we represent.
It is one for all and all for one, and these people have all a common goal, and that's to fight a common enemy at all costs.
Now, your average citizen won't know how to get non-lethal military-grade equipment, so Vasquez says Ripley's Heroes would love donations. If you'd like to donate, we do have the link on the Channel 3 app. Also, it is tough to cut our half-hour interview into this short 3-minute piece, so you can watch the full interview with vivid stories from the front lines on our free streaming app, WFSB Plus. That will be posted later tonight. Live here in studio, Matthew Campbell, Channel 3 News.